Hello, how are you? How is YouTube doing today? My name is Kalotina, and I do skincare products and cosmetic tutorials. My products that I use are Limelife by Alcone. I'm an independent star beauty guide for Limelife, and I'm going to talk about a little bit of my skincare and do a little bit of tutorial on our botanical foundation, which is the best foundation out there. These are professional grade cosmetics. These are not prestige lines. These are above prestige lines, and all of our cosmetics are 50% pigmented. So there's nothing better out there, okay? So I started my business in the Limelife products in September, end of September. And I have ranked up a few times already, and I have another promotion that's coming up. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Sotox. Sotox is Botox in the bottle, and I use that on my face morning and night. It helps whiten, brighten, and tighten the skin, and it's an amazing product. It does have Sonji mushroom face serum in there. So if you're allergic to mushrooms, that's about the only thing I would say is to use some other products that we have, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and use the Skin Therapist, which is pomegranate and oat face moisturizer for normal to dry, because I have normal to dry. We have oily and normal to dry products. So I'm going to use these two for my skin. Okay. You don't need very much. It's really a pearl. And I kind of put both of them at the same time. So, because Limelife is professional grade, everything in their line is 50% pigmented. Originally, as information, Limelife by Alcone, or Alcone, has been around for approximately 60 years. It was specifically made for the Hollywood industry and Broadway. It was Hollywood's best kept secret. And only the makeup artists would go and do the Broadway shows, would do the makeup, or, you know, in Hollywood films. We are in a lot of different areas in the entertainment industry, okay? So about 3 years ago, Limelife joined with Alcone, became one, and so now through beauty guides like me, we are able to bring it out to the regular public, okay? And these are all professional grade 50% pigmented skincare and cosmetics. So I noticed a big difference in my skin. It was really rough in the beginning, and now it seems to have toned everything. And when you put our botanical foundation on, it's like a miracle. It's great for all skin types. It is great for acne, it's great for butterfly lupus, it's great for rosacea, and many other skin issues that women have. And it's a full coverage foundation, but it's not cakey. It's made out of it's wax based, and so it's movable and blendable, and you can build on it. I call it the B&B, which is it's buildable, it's movable, and it's blendable. So that's my little kick on that. So it's a great product, and you'll see amazing, flawless look right after I put my foundation on. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of some cosmetics. I put my Skin Therapist on and my Sotox. Now these here they come with a little brush, I don't know if you can see that, and they have color in them, and those are our eyebrow gels. They come in 4 different colors. There's clear, and there's light for light hair colors. There's medium, and there's dark, okay? So I'm using number 2 on this one, so I'm kind of using something in the middle. And every time you apply it, it gets a little bit darker. I need to calm that down just a little bit. There you go. So, that's what that is all about. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my concealer brush number 6. And I'm going to use concealer. This is my Trio palette. It is it has foundation. It has 2 concealers. One of them is my highlight concealer, and the other one is my concealer that's the same as color as my complexion. And so that helps to take away some of the imperfections in my skin. It is a Trio palette, okay? Foundation and 2 concealers, highlight, and one that's similar to my color of my complexion to hide any problems, okay? So I'm going to use that first here, and I'm just kind of tackle some of my, sun damaged areas or areas that kind of need to be a little bit lighter in darker crevices to lighten them up, you know what I mean? So that's all I use that for, okay? Now, the highlight concealer, I use that to sculpt my eyebrows, and I use that underneath my eye to give it light, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Normally what we do is we use our priming spray before we do anything, and so that is this bottle right here, okay? That is a first base primer. I really haven't done much. I mean, I did put a little bit of this stuff on there, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with it. Because what that does is it gives it like a canvas. It does not go into your fine wrinkles or pores. It is made to be like a mask that you put on your face, but that you don't feel like you're wearing anything. And many times, I don't feel like I'm wearing anything. So I always have to check the mirror just to make sure. It's like a weird situation, but it's just a great product, a professional grade cosmetic product. I'm going to go ahead and sculpt those a little bit with my concealer. Now our concealers are also wax based. They're beeswax. Okay, so they're waterproof. There's times, that we have situations in our life and we end up crying or we get wet from the rain or whatever, and it's beeswax. So all I'm doing right now is just kind of sculpting them to make sure that they're kind of similar and symmetrical. In other videos, you will see me do the unibrow effect, and we use that unibrow technique for it to be symmetrical, so that we know for sure where everything stands in our brows, whether it's the thickness, whether it's the length. Make sure that we're kind of in the same area, okay? So now that I've done that, I'm going to go to brush number 4, which is really our foundation brush, but we're going to use that for concealer, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put the highlight one on, and I'm going to put it all over my eye, because our concealers are also beeswax, and they are also primers. So you don't need 2 products to prime your eyes. You just need one, and that is our concealer, because it has the primer already in there, okay? And I'm going to do that to this eye. And I just want to show you the foundation today. Showed you a little bit about the skincare, and show you how wonderful the Limelife by Alcone products are. Very professional. I'm going to go in here and kind of clean that up. I'm not a professional makeup artist. I am an independent beauty guide that is learning every day. So, just like that, okay? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit under my eye to get rid of all that darkness. Because, I'm up there in age, and I want to look my best and make sure that I always look wonderful for my customers, for myself, and for my husband, of course. Alright, just like that. And it's beeswax, so the only other thing I'd like to do, well, I don't see it. Oh, yes, I do. No, I don't. Oh, there it is. I'm going to use my blender sponge. Normally you get this wet. I don't have it wet right now, but I want to just make sure that I pat that down so that it's a flawless look, okay? Because our skin right down here is very, very sensitive, and that's where our aging lines are as well. So it's important to give a little bit of, you know, care to those areas as well. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of my eye. I'm going to do a light eye look. I'm not going to do anything fancy today. I also do tutorials on Facebook, and you can watch me there. I also have a business page, which is Kalotina's World of Business and Life, just like I mentioned this one. I'm cleaning my brushes every time I use a specific color, and my last tutorial I didn't clean them, so I'm doing that right now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes before I do my foundation, okay? Just to make sure that I don't get any fallout. Now, Limelife by Alcone eyeshadows, there is little to no fallout. Is that too much? Maybe? I'm trying to get more light. There you go, just like that. Ooh, there. So I'm going to go ahead and use Cream Boat. We have a lot of different colors in our collection. We have 36 colors in our collection. And I'm going to go ahead and use Cream Boat for my base color. And that is this one right there, okay? The cream. I'm not going to put anything on my brush. I'm just going to use to give it the first base coat, okay? And why we do that is, number one, we want to make sure that we do a great transition in our colors. So we don't want them to be, you know, rough. We don't want to show rough lines. So we want everything to blend in smoothly. And this helps with blending. Our brushes are professional grade, and so they're wonderful brushes to be able to do your looks with. Okay. If you're wondering where I'm at, actually I'm at work. I have a family business, and so I found a little time to be able to do my tutorial on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. All right, just like that, and that is my first base coat, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and use my number 10 brush, which is my blending brush. And I'm going to go ahead and use a transition color. I'm going to go ahead and use that one right there as my transition. We want to transition from the Cream Boat going down. This one here, I believe it's called, where's my glasses? It is called Blush Hour, and that's the one I'm going to use, okay? All right. So I'm going to go in my crease and above, but I don't want to go all the way up because I want to leave that Cream Boat still showing, okay? All right. Same thing on this end. All right, just like that. Now I want a clean brush where I don't have anything on there, because what I want to do is just kind of clean that up so that it doesn't cover that white line. Okay. So now we're going to go to a darker color. We've done our base color and our transition color. So now we're going to go ahead and do a darker color, and we're going to go with, keep losing my eyeglasses. There. So we're gonna go with Tainted Love on the edges. It's a darker color. Tainted Love by Alcone. And we're gonna go here in the corner. Just to give it a little bit of darkness right there. Okay. Okay, just like that. Clean that brush out. Alright, so I'm just going to blend it a little bit. I'm going to blend downwards, okay? I'm not going to blend up because we already have a color up there. So I'm just going to blend that down a little bit. We don't like harsh lines, so we want to make sure that we are transitioning in the most translucent way, I guess I want to call it. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and put on from our Bare Minerals palette. They have these collections by themselves in its own little palette. And I'm going to go ahead and use this one right there. It's kind of a light pink. There it is. Maybe I can get that. There you go. Like a light pink right there, but it's like a shimmer. So I'm going to use that in the rest of my eye.
Probably got in there on his address. Probably.
You see? Now sometimes what I do is I do a cut crease, and we'll do that on a different live. And it's just a really good, we don't want harsh lines, so we want them to be blended in with the other colors, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and go with something a little bit darker right there to give it that three-dimensional kind of look. The reason for this live is not for the colors. It was for skincare and our botanical foundation and concealers, okay? But since I'm trying to prepare myself for everything, I decided that I was just gonna give you a little show, a little bit about all our products, okay? So I'm gonna go right in the corner, right here, to give it that little depth, okay? Just like that. And here, it's almost like a winter green, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and clean my eye. Shadow brush, number 10 brush right now. Really good, because I'd like to blend that in a little bit better. All right, there you go. And then I'll do the same thing on this side. Okay. And that's it. Just like that, okay? Actually, I need to clean that area up because I touched it. So we'll do that. All right, just like that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner. We have a one-step perfect eyeliner, and it is just a magnificent, it's almost like a felt tip. It just moves so smoothly. It is $18, and it's very, very easy to use. You can make thin lines. You can make really nice wings with this. Very, very easy to manage. Very easy to hold. So I'm gonna go ahead and do on this side. All right. Wish he'd stop talking behind there, but he's doing business. It just so happens that I got some free time to do it, and that's why I'm doing it. because I do my Facebook lives at 6 o'clock right after work. So I wanted to do one for YouTube. That way you guys can see me here as well. Because, you know, I talk about different things, and I'll be more into the ingredients and the products and what they do for you and stuff like that. Limelife, my Limelife segment that I do on Facebook, that one usually is cosmetics and putting it all on and stuff. This is more to kind of give you more information on the product, okay? So I'm just going to do a little wing, and I just kind of bring it over. Oop, need to go up a little bit. Just like that. There you go. Still going down. I don't know why. I think my eye structure is a little different. That's okay. We won't fix that. Our eyeliners are smudgeable. They don't smudge. As you can tell, I can't get this thing off. There. There we go. And then we'll just fix that. So I'm going to go up and back down. And then we're just going to go down here and just make sure that it goes all the way down to give you that perfect line, okay? And then we're just going to bring it out over here and a little bit underneath the eye, just like that. Those will be fixed when I put my on my concealer underneath my eyes, so I'm not worried too much about it. All right, so this is our One Step Fiber Mascara. It is $20. My website is www.limelifebyalcone.com/Kalotina party/237443. That is my party link that you can go through and look at the catalog on my website, and you can purchase from there any products that you see that would be beneficial to you. Now in here is the fibers, so it's a one-step fiber mascara. When you first put the first coat, it gives you volume on your eyelashes. When you keep using it, like every time it dries and you do another coat of it, it lengthens your lashes. If I keep going, my lashes would be up here. I don't want them that high, but I'm trying to do like a little business look for you. But my main purpose was to show you our botanical foundation and our waterproof concealer. All right, so I think that's good enough for now. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my concealer with my brush. I don't know what I did with my brush. Oh well. Normally we go in with our concealer brush, but I'm going to go ahead and use brush number 5. It'll serve the same purpose. So I go in here, because I wear glasses to lighten them up. I'm using my highlighter. Okay, out of my 2 colors, I'm using my highlighter. And I'm just going to go right underneath here and clean up any issues that I may have from our colors. We have little to no fallout, so we don't have a lot of that. Many times I am fully dressed to go to a wedding or whatever, and so I have everything on there. Okay? So, there you go, just like that. Got some here. Go in the areas where it's kind of dark to lighten them up as well. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use my diffuser brush number 17. These are all Limelife by Alcone cosmetic professional grade. They're very weighted, so they're very easy on the hand to be able to use. We're going to go into our foundation, and we're just going to gently, you don't need a lot, you're going to gently to the right, gently to the left, just to make sure that you have enough, and that's more than plenty, okay? You don't need a lot. It is buildable. You can put as much as you want on there, okay? But you don't need a lot. And this is full coverage foundation, botanical foundation, but it's also lightweight, and you don't feel like you're wearing anything, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and just tap that on. And why I'm doing that is I'm getting it warm because it's wax-based. I am getting it warm with the skin of my face. And once it's warm, it is blendable, it is buildable, it is movable. B&B, blendable, movable, and buildable. Okay, so now that I have that, it just takes a few seconds for it to warm up on your skin, because remember that a lot of times, you know, it's in our purses or in the car, which is the wrong place to have it, inside your work area, which is kind of cool here because of our garage, and so sometimes it just takes, you know, a little bit of warmth to be able to make sure that you blend it properly, okay? So here we go. We're just gonna blend that in. I'm sure that you can see the difference already with my skin. It is like a flawless matte. Just like that. Okay, we always go down on the bottom here because we don't want to have two different colors going on. Okay, so there you go. I am done. It's done. It's set. Now you do one more step, and that is to set the foundation. Because it is blendable, remember earlier I said you can blend it over here and blend it over there? But once you put your translucent powder on there, it will set the foundation where it doesn't move and it doesn't transfer. And our translucent powder, somebody got that. There's no flashback on it, okay? It is that one right there. All right, this is my bronzer, and this is my blush that I'm going to use today. But this is the translucent part. It's important because if you don't put this on, you don't have to, but it will be dewy. You see that, how it's shiny and dewy? This will mattify it and make it matte. It also will go into the foundation and seal it where it's not transferable, okay? So I take the #1 brush. Look how big it is, and look how heavy. It's just a beautiful, beautiful professional grade cosmetic brush. It's 50% pigmented, but it does not change the color of your foundation. It's translucent, okay? Do you see how it took the shine away? It also helps with lifting. Like when you have sagging skin, I have a little bit right here. But when I use that, it's like it lifts, gives me a facelift almost, okay? So then I go down here because I already put foundation down here, and I want to make sure it doesn't go all over my clothes. So I make sure that I have that so that it goes right into there and keeps it, you know, staying where it does not move, okay? We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of bronzing, which is our bronzer. This is #3 bronzer, and it's for contouring purposes. I'm losing my hat there. And I usually go from the top of my ear, and I usually just go just like that, just to be able to find my cheekbone. Boom, there they are, okay? And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. If I can get my hairs out of the way. Just like that. Okay? Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and put some up here because it is a bronzer. So we use bronzer to make sure that we have like a little bit of sunshine. It's like you put it in areas where you think that the sun would touch you. You know what I mean? Would burn. We're also going to put some underneath here because we want to get rid of some of that fluffiness, so that you have a more tapered chin. Okay. Some ladies have their necks way in from their head, and others like me have it really close to my neck. And so yeah, so that's why we do that. just to kind of taper it off and kind of hide any of that excess skin that's on you right there. Do you see? All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more right there. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and that's the bronzing. I want to go ahead and do my nose. And why I do that is to make sure that I taper my nose. If you notice it's really thin in here, really wide over here, when I do that, it brings a more straighter line and it hides all of this extra meat, I call it, on the side, okay? Just like that, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and clean my brush because I don't want any extra. So now that I did the contouring lines, now I want to lift. You never want to go down. It's going to give you a sagging look, okay? So you want to go up. So now I'm going to take it from where I had it, and I'm just going to lift it up. Just going to blend it, okay? Blend it up so that your cheekbones are up. That's why I clean my brush, because I don't want any more color. I want to be able to manipulate the color, okay? I'm going to clean it again because I don't want anything on there, so that I can do the same thing to the other side, okay? So I'm just going to lift up, get those hairs out of there. And you see how it's just lifted, it's not down here, okay? Now if you have too darkness down here, you want to make sure, got a lot of hairs running around. You want to make sure that you lighten that bottom area up, okay? Because this is where we were working on. But sometimes we do get a little bit of bronzer down there. Just use your number 17 brush. It's a perfect brush to be able to fix that. And you just go back underneath there with your foundation and you clean up that area so that it only is from here up and it's not down, okay? Just like that. All right, and if you want even lighter, you can use the highlight instead, okay? So I've done that. This one's good. All right. So now I'm gonna go and put some blush on there for you guys. But that is our foundation. I mean, look at it. Flawless, flawless foundation. Let me see if I can turn off some. Look. You see? Look at the foundation. Look at my foundation. I mean, it's just flawless. Okay? It's like an airbrushed look. And you saw that I didn't do too much. You mean I just kind of moved it around. The most easiest thing. It's very easy. Our foundations are only $36. To get one of these, the pan of this, it's $36. It's not that much. It will last you 5 to 8 months. It does not clump. It does not cause any irritation to your skin. It does not matter if you're sensitive. It doesn't matter. It's hyperallergenic, okay? So this trio, which is the foundation and the 2 concealers, my highlight and my regular concealer. Now you can get 2 highlights or you can get 2 regular concealers, okay? I decided to do this so I can do some lighter underneath here. I'm gonna go back and do that, okay? But this here alone, the foundation part right here, that is $36. It'll last you 5 to 8 months. These 2 are $24 a piece, and they will actually last you the same amount of time. When you bundle them and you put this together as one, it's $76. You save yourself $8 by doing that, okay? And I'm kind of the person that likes to bundle. All right? Now, the rest of these products here, they're $24 a piece, okay? The translucent powder, bronzers, and the blushes. We have many blushes and many bronzers. All different types for all different skin complexions, okay? I'm going to go back in and put a little bit of highlight underneath here because I forgot to do that. I'm going to go into my highlight and just put some right there to give it a glow. That way there's a difference. Just like that. There you go. So it gives it a little bit of glow, okay? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use the powder brush, the number 1 with a fluffy brush, and go ahead, because I still have material in here from the translucent powder, and I'm going to go ahead and put some of that on there, okay? So that way it's all in there, just like that, okay? So we're going to use brush number 3, which is our blush brush from Limelife by Alcone. And it's 50, all of this stuff is 50% pigmented. You don't need too much, okay? So I'm just gonna put it down. Do you see that? That is way too much. But it will probably do both of my sides, okay? So I go, so now we know where the line is, where our contouring is, and so we wanna go right here. It kind of helps you find your cheekbones, especially with women that, like me, who don't have high cheekbones and you can't find them. That is a perfect technique to use to be able to find your cheekbones, okay? All right, so we're gonna go over here and we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go a little bit here and right there, okay? Isn't that pretty? Yeah, it's very, very pretty. All right, and that's pretty much the look. All I need is a little bit of lip color and a little bit of smoky eye, and that is about it. I'm gonna go back into the colors that I use in my eyes, and I'm just gonna put a little bit to smoke that out. Oop, that was my eyelash. Oop. Let's see if I can get that out. Okay. Same thing over here. Just gonna smoke it out a little bit. We don't like harsh lines. We want to use lines that I think I'm just going to kind of put that in there. There you go. Okay, just like that. All right. I'm gonna clean that up because I just touched my skin with it. All right. There you go. That is a perfect business look. Okay. So I want to thank you guys, those of you who will be watching my video, or those of you who are live with me. These are great products. They're great skincare products, professional grade. You're not going to find something better than this. It is just professional all the way. I'm going to use a little bit of lip liner. I want to show you a little trick. If you use a little bit of the bronzer underneath your lip, you make your lip a little bit more poofier, okay? So if I put a little bit right here, you see? It kind of makes it poofy, which is a kind of a cute technique to do. All right. These are eyeliners. They're $18. And when you, boom, did you see that clip? That click? That is a sharpener inside, and it sharpens our tips to be able to use them better. Now I usually go right here, and right here, and in the corner, on both sides, because many times when we eat, our product leaves us. Not Limelife very much because ours are professional grade, but any other lipstick, I'm just saying in general, with any product. I always try to fill it in a little bit, because what happens is when you eat, your product goes, but you still have a little bit of color left and it's not all gone. And that's what I use a little bit underneath there, so it's perfect. I'm going to to go ahead and use our Enduring Lip Color. We have all different, we have an array of lip colors. Just go onto my website. This one is called Wedding Cake. It's kind of a, actually, you know, I'm going to put a little darker one too. Hang on one second. To match this. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put some Cocotini all around, and then we'll lighten it up in the middle, okay? This is Cocotini. It is $20. It will last you for 1 year. It will be on your lips for 4 to 6 hours. Professional grade. 50% pigmented, okay? There's like 5 men in here and nobody wants to answer the phone. Kind of hilarious. Okay, just gonna put that there. And I'm gonna put a lighter color in the middle. I'm gonna put our lip glosses, and I'm gonna use Grace, okay? See, and it's got a little mirror on this end, so that you can see yourself when you're putting it on. I have a huge mirror in front of me, so I don't need that right now. Yep. Voila. Okay. It's a very, very pretty look, and I think I'm gonna brush my hair a little bit. I've been wearing my little hat, so it's getting kind of flat. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you. On another segment, we're going to talk about the Bostagal products, hair care products that I use as well. And to give you insight on that. This is it's made my hair very fluffy and full. I used to have really, really thin hair. So it's really given me the ability to have my hair be more manageable. Okay. All right. So this is Kalotina's World of Beauty and Life. So we're going to talk about a lot of different things. Sometimes we're just going to talk about life in general. Sometimes we're going to talk about skincare and cosmetics. Sometimes we're going to talk about hair care. Even auto repair, if we have to. So you can send me any questions you want, and I will take care of them for you. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my hat back on because I do have a little flat head, and try to get my look. There you go, just like that. All right, and if you want to look, let's see if I can turn off the light. See if it's too dark. Oh, let me turn this one off too, so you can see. Just flawless, isn't it? I know it. Just amazing, amazing products. Limelife by Alcone Cosmetics. And I am your Star Beauty Guide. Independent, so this is kind of like my business. And Limelife by Alcone loves to empower women. And so helps women build their own businesses. Okay, so if you'd like to join my team, you can. Please send me a message and I will send you information on it, and then you can decide for yourself if you want to join. If you want to just watch me and see how things go, that's great too. If you want to be color matched to your foundation and your concealer, the rest of the stuff you can buy off my website on your own, you mean? But I do need to color match you to make sure that you have the perfect foundation, so that way you don't have a return, okay? And how I do that is I just take have you guys give me a picture of your face, your neck, and your upper chest in natural lighting, no filters, and no shadowing underneath here. And I will pick the perfect foundation and concealer for you. Okay. Well, that's it for today. A short segment. Thank you very much for watching me. I am on Facebook as well. So you can find me there. My name is Kalotina. And my last name starts with a K, and it's very long. So if you find me there, you'll know who I am. That would be me. Thanks again for watching, and I will probably come back tomorrow. All right? Thanks a lot. Tomorrow we'll talk more about our eyeshadows. Okay? Our eyeshadows are $14 a piece, and they'll probably last you a year. So, and I'll talk about the collections of eyeshadows. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, and hopefully you'll love this video and comment and let me know. All right? Bye-bye. Thank you. Ooh, I gotta put my glasses so I can see how to turn you off. Hey, yay, yay, yay.